Baby, baby, heat me up, because I'm cooking for you.
Oh, hi. Welcome back to Big Mama's Kitchen. Today, I'm going to show you guys how to make the easiest, most delicious restaurant-style steak salad that you guys can whip up in 15 minutes and have on the table for your family some night this week. They're going to love it. So what makes this steak salad more like a meal are the different vegetables that I'm going to put on top. I really want to make it hearty and feel like you're not just eating a light salad. So what's going to make this dish a little bit different and feel more like a meal? I'm going to roast some vegetables to put on top of the salad. So I'm going to start out with this asparagus. I've cut it into about 2-inch pieces and of course cut the end off. And this is a little secret about how I marinate all my vegetables to keep it like quick and easy cleanup. So I just throw them in a Ziploc baggie. And I put a tiny bit of olive oil. You want to keep the olive oil kind of light in this because you don't want it to be mushy. You want to keep them kind of crisp. And a little bit of salt and pepper. So I'm now going to throw these onto this pan. I'm going to bake them at 375 for about 8 to 10 minutes. You kind of have to watch them. You want them to stay really crisp still. Spread them out onto the sheets. And easy cleanup. Next, I'm going to prepare the salad part of the salad. So I already have these mushrooms. So I roasted these mushrooms at the beginning of the week. Sometimes I'll keep mushrooms in my fridge in a batch and I'll use them for salads or as a really quick side. So I'm just gonna slice these mushrooms in half like this. You could throw the mushrooms, the asparagus, the corn, whatever you were roasting, whatever you like. You can also do carrots, red peppers, whatever, onto the dish and then throw that all in the oven. One more thing that you could roast or you can buy in the jar. So I really love these roasted red peppers. I like to get these from Whole Foods because they almost have like a pickled flavor. So I take about 1 or 2 of those and I chop those into slices. But that's another one I wanted to show you too because if you want to roast your own, you can totally be ambitious and roast your own. Now I'm having these tomatoes. These vegetables are totally your preference. Whatever vegetables you like, you can put in this salad. These are the ones that I like and I like to keep kind of true to like a steak salad. But obviously if you don't like tomatoes or if you're allergic to tomatoes, don't put tomatoes in your steak salad. So I love this. It's from Carton. I'll link it below. It's one of our wedding gifts and it's one that I use all the time. I just like a little bit of a mix for this salad. Like I don't like all romaine. I definitely don't like spinach for a steak salad. So this is already been washed 3 times, so I ain't gonna wash it. And then you're gonna throw in all your ingredients on top. So throw in the roasted ingredients and then just whatever order, it doesn't matter. However you want to put your ingredients in there. Throw them all on there. The only thing that I wait until the end is the cheese because I want the cheese to kind of melt on top. And then I'll throw in the red peppers, the olives, and I take the avocados sometimes and like I'll throw them at the very end or I'll set them on the side because some people don't want avocados, some people do. I'll go ahead and throw them on top of the salad for now, but just know that can be an option that you like put on the side if there's somebody being healthy in your household. And then I'm going to take it and I'm going to give it a little toss because you don't want it to be like heavy on top of the salad. You want it to be all nice and mixed up in there. Okay, now I'm going to check on my asparagus in the oven. You don't want to make, like I said, you want to make sure that doesn't get soft and soggy. You want them kind of crisp and crunchy. They're looking good. I think they can come out in about 2 minutes. And while I'm waiting for my asparagus to come out, I'm going to go ahead and prep my steak. So you can use different types of steaks. So I use New York strip because Kyle is a princess and he prefers New York strip on his steak salad. But you could also, he's looking at me funny while he's filming this. You can also use a flank steak or a skirt steak. So I'm just going to simply brush this steak with a little bit of olive oil and put some salt and pepper on it and cook it pretty simply. So anybody can do this. If you feel like, oh, I can't cook steak because I don't have a grill, I'm about to show you how you could do that. Okay, a little bit of pepper and a little bit of salt. Okay, so I'm just going to heat up about 1.5 tablespoons of butter. Throw the steak on there, char it on both sides for about 4 minutes, and throw it in the oven. Put that butter in there, Paula Dean. So how you cook a steak on the stove. So you're going to brown your butter like I just did. You throw your steak in there. You're going to cook it for a few minutes on each side depending on how thick the steak is. I'm going to cook this one for 3 minutes on one side, 3 minutes on the other. Then I'm going to turn my oven onto broil at 500 and cook it for 7 minutes in the oven. So I'll just take that pan right off that stove and stick that pan in the oven. And that's it. My steak's almost done in the broiler, and we didn't start a fire. And now I'm gonna throw the asparagus on top of the salad. Now my salad's already kind of tossed around, and I'll toss it around again, but throw that asparagus on top, and this is really gonna make it like a hearty meal, having these pieces of asparagus on there. Make it feel like an actual steak dinner instead of you just eating a salad. Because I use a New York strip, which is a good, juicy, thick cut of meat, I feel like the juice from that steak mixed with a little bit of lemon juice is the perfect sauce. That's all that I put on my steak. Now Kyle's a little bit different. He likes to put a dressing on his too because he's a little bit extra. So if you've got a man or a woman in your house that's a little bit extra, you just let them use whatever kind of dressing they want from the fridge. You can obviously make a dressing at home if you want to, just a little bit of olive oil, salt, pepper, a little bit of lemon juice, and mashed up avocados. That's the dressing that I used to make for my steak salad. But what I like to do is squeeze lemon juice onto the salad and let the juices from that steak kind of be the dressing for the salad. Depending on how well done you like your steak, 7 minutes is typically about what we leave ours in for. It's been in for 7 minutes, so I'm going to take the steak out. Make sure you got an oven mitt on because it's going to be hot. Absolute stunning beauty. Okay, so once you have that beautiful piece of meat onto your cutting board and it's rested, you're going to slice it. So for a steak salad, you typically want to slice it like so into these nice thin slices. Hallelujah, that steak is good. It's so good. And I actually prefer steak on a steak salad, sometimes even to like a big, nice, juicy steak. I just love how all the flavors come together. So lastly, once you have it all nicely cut, you're gonna put it onto your steak salad. So I like to present mine like this. I like to put it kind of as a whole steak, straight onto the salad and kind of just let it fall. So I finish it off by adding a little bit more lemon juice to the top of it, and then I serve it up. And I hope you guys loved this really, really easy steak salad recipe. I want to show you guys some really, really easy dinner recipes that you can do and throw together that everybody in your family will love during the week. And I hope you guys really loved this one. So I'll put all the ingredients and the recipes that I use below. And thanks so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and come back again really soon.
Baby, heat me up because I'm cooking for you.